Yo. The BX boys in the building, you know what I mean? This what I do, this
what in the world is all of that?
Hold on, wait. Yo, what? Hello?
Hey, everybody.
Yo, this is Key. She's on the phone.
Cam.
We live, so I'm gonna have to. We're live, so I'm gonna have to hang up on you.
Alex.
Hey!
Hey, Alex. Green Organic Love.
Hey!
Thank you. Thanks for joining. We
Yo,
appreciate
everybody, Key says hi. You'll be home soon, right?
Please thumbs up the live.
She'll be home soon. She
Hey,
said
Niara.
she love you all. Please thumb up the live. Hey, yo, Key, hold on. You hear that? Okay. All right, yo, what up, man? Yo,
Christian.
how's everybody doing today on this great Monday?
He always have to
I
think
had
about
class today, you know what I'm saying? I think I failed my test, but who cares?
The
you know
roach
what I mean?
in your kitchen. What's
Yo,
up?
what up,
man?
yo? That's a different name, but hey, that's swagged out. You dig what I'm saying?
Chanel Lloyd. What's up, family?
Yo, hey, that sounds familiar. I think I just
Bambi.
seen it. Yo, it's that B Money, aka
Yeah.
B Squared,
That's-
aka.
Hey,
That's-
Chanel Lloyd.
Hey,
Hey,
Chanel Lloyd.
hey, you know what?
How you doing, Chanel Lloyd?
How you doing today, Chanel Lloyd? How was Christmas?
We
for you?
love you, Chanel Lloyd.
I ain't gonna say all that now. Nah, that's
Oh,
my that's my little ace boom coon. You feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little scared of her. You know what I'm saying?
Frank G in the
she's
building.
actually my height. Yo, Frank Money. Yo.
Dorothy, hey, say hey, Pops and Cam.
Hey, how you doing?
Niara, we are doing wonderful today.
Yo, we Gucci like football. You dig what
little
I'm
tired,
saying?
but we good. Marissa in the building.
I'm not tired. I'm just chilling. You know what I mean?
Leilani.
Hey, long.
What's up, Leilani?
Yo, hey, shout out to Leilani because she was the first person to text us that our Instagram got hacked
Man,
by
we
somebody.
No. You have to holler at, you have to, so it was sent through Frank G, and I'm thinking, man, Frank G family, what's going on? So I opened it, and then there it went, y'all. But thanks, Leilani, for giving us the heads up on that.
Thank you so much. Jalen Shit, what's up, man?
What's up,
Beauty
Jalen?
by Miss Cutie.
Beauty by
Hola.
Miss Cutie.
Hola. You know what I mean? Hey, Rose Wilson, hey, family. Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, Rose. Eating with Keto. What's up, family?
Keto.
Cherie Harris. Hey,
Hey.
family, where my beautiful girls at? I see the handsome men. Key is on their way home from work.
Right, and my Dukes is in the back, you know what
Mama
I'm saying?
Sentiment is whipping it up in the kitchen.
You know what I'm
She's
saying? She
finishing
moving
up
up food,
dinner.
not nothing else, you know what I mean? Because people be thinking, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Frank G, we realized it wasn't you after the fact, but it was a little too late. But we
Yeah.
got it all squared away.
Hey, we Gucci like football, you know what I mean? You know?
We got it all squared away. Hey, Wanda.
Yo, hey, Wanda. Yo, we good,
Sincerely.
though. Sincerely, how you doing?
What's up?
Yo,
Please smash the like button for us.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? We got us some popcorn on deck. We ain't seen no. Yo, we actually did just watch a movie as a family. We
That's
should
good.
watch a really good, and since it's Black History Month, we watched a really good movie as a family. You know what I'm saying? I picked out a classic, you know
I
what I'm
wondered
saying?
about him sometime.
Wait, wow. I'm amazing.
Are we gonna do this as a family? Dude, sit down somewhere.
Hold on. Yo,
We always together.
hold on. Was it the DM
We're
message?
always together.
Yes, it was the DM message. It was like, what did it say? Like, yo, click. Somebody tried to send us something. And the crazy part is, we was on the road, so I don't know why Pops was reading the message and driving, but he was doing it.
Yeah, and I saw it from Frank G. I'm like, oh, wait,
Yeah.
man, my brother sent me something. Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
was crazy. What Mama Cinnamon cooking tonight? She is cooking baked chicken with smothered mushroom gravy, some rice, and vegetables.
Oh, yo, you know what I mean?
She want her husband to have his vegetables.
Okay, why you say it like that?
That was from a movie.
You sound like Big Keys, you know what I'm
I'm from a movie.
saying? Okay. Wait.
Nick Paul. What's up, family?
Yo, Beauty Mom Excuse say I got two from two different people, but I didn't open it. Somebody did. Somebody.
It was my fault.
You know the one thing though, I ain't gonna lie, we was like, oh, it's Frank G. You know.
Yeah.
And then when
If
they
it
actually
would have came from probably anybody else, I would have ignored it.
yeah, no Frank G, we know it was a
Yeah, we know it ain't.
You good people, man. You know what I mean? I just
Lady
got-
AK.
They say I just got through eating popcorn. Yo, popcorn be smacking hard. This is Black History Month. What? Yes, Black History, aka like Mama Cinnamon said in the other video, Black History is 365, aka, well, since it's a leap year, it's 366 days that we learn Black History. You know what I mean?
Gotta
Yo,
love
open
his
your
energy.
eyes, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Gotta love love his energy, but terrible on my eardrums. But that's okay.
Frank G said I have to change my password. I think we have to change our.
Oh yeah, already done. Already done. Already fixed.
Don't forget it now.
Wanda said I had bell pepper casserole and fried turkey wings.
Ooh, that sounds Gucci. Leilani said, yes, said I made this for you. Then you click it and ask for your Instagram password. Yeah, we don't,
Yeah, that's where I went wrong.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Live and you learn. Pop's a little old, so you got to bear with him.
Yeah, and they say we got 19 more days. For what? Black History? That's when it ends? Wait, yeah.
We're going to carry it out throughout.
Yeah, you're going to see me come in here with one of those, what is it, dashiki or something? What is the thing? What the?
We just going to roll with it.
That's a fact.
Because that should keep going anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out, yo, shout out to you, my guy. I might have my husband
Shout out,
cook
Nick
that
Paul,
tomorrow. That sounds so delicious. It do sound delicious. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Grump it up. Yo, Lady AK, what up? What up?
You can tell I'm hungry. I'm smashing, as Cam would say, this popcorn.
Yo, now hold on. Going back to what Pops was just saying, he was just talking to OD saying, like, I was the one saying, yo, we need to do this as a family. I was in the front watching Malcolm X, right? Pops come in the house. Hey, T. Tanner.
Yo, Tanner, what's up, fam?
Yo, Pops come in the house. He come in with some food. So he come in. Mom comes in the front. She comes in the front, and they both sit down and they start watching the movie with me. So who is the person that started the movie? Well, I started it, but if they didn't want to watch it, they could have watched something else. You know what I'm saying? But we was watching the Malcolm X movie. Such a great movie. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, a lot of people say like me and Denzel look just alike. But they say I look better. You know what I'm saying? They say his name should have been Kenzel Washington, because I bring the Cam out. You know what I mean?
Hey, Cutie. Welcome back, Cutie.
Hey,
welcome back.
Yo, I'm back. What's up?
So, we gotta
Chanel
touch.
Lois says they lied. That's a lie. Yo, I know they lied saying that his name should have been Denzel. His real name is Kenzel, but that's the
self-proclaimed Camzel.
I ain't gonna lie. I think like, yo, me and Chanel, we gonna have a fight. No cap, we gonna have a fight. Like we almost called the police on her at Lambert's, but that's neither here nor there. But
you better leave her alone.
Yo,
I got you.
Really,
I got
Cam?
you.
Yes,
Hey,
really.
Tammy Thomas in the building. She
Hey.
said happy Monday. My birthday is Sunday. I'm getting old. Tammy don't nothing get old but clothes.
And people, so.
No.
No. You're not over the hill yet. You're not over the hill yet. As we say in Chicago, you're not old yet. You know what I mean? Cam, not Denzel. Yeah, they actually say I look better than Denzel, actually, but that's neither here nor there.
You both look almost identical with that pose. He be trying.
Yo, Pops, that's
trying.
cap, because, I took the
He be
picture
trying.
first. Yo, first and foremost, I took the picture first, and then he was like, "Oh, Steph, that's a cool pic. Let's do that." Yo, he tried to be like me.
That is so not how it happened.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Even though the one thing, Pops, he tried to be like me. It's. I tell you, yo, I'm like a role model to
We'll roll with his theory.
Yeah, I be like a role model to old, you know what I'm saying, older people.
We'll roll with his theory today. But listen,
she said I'm not worried. You
Pops,
should be.
Pops is a little disturbed, and I've been trying to hold it back.
About what?
Gayle King.
Oh, that whole rape thing?
Pops is a little disturbed.
Yo. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Why can't...
And draws, yeah, draws.
And I want y'all to answer this for Pops. Help me understand this.
Uh-oh.
Why does it appear?
Hey, Slay. How you doing?
Hey, Don.
Don Peoples, what's up?
Why does it appear? And I'll say appear. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
What's up?
Why does it appear that we have to try to do something to put negative light on something that don't even need be? Or why do we have to try to drag on people?
Okay, my opinion on that whole situation was, right?
Why?
Why? I don't know.
I don't understand. Why?
Talk about yo, facts. I ain't gonna lie, my opinion on it, as a person who loved Kobe, as, somebody I love Kobe a lot. If Kobe was alive, then I can understand if she would have brought it up or whatever. But if, if he was alive, but, we still mourn the death of him and his daughter. I feel like that wasn't the right time, I feel like, I don't know those people, I feel like if it's thrown out or if it's ruled out in jail, in my opinion, a lot of it didn't happen. In that sense, you know what I'm saying? It's other things like, I don't want people going back like, oh, well, but 1950, the police, that's you know what I'm saying? That was prejudice times. But we talking about now, I feel like if it was ruled out and like he's been cleared of the charge, why do we keep bringing it up? And then, first and foremost, why would you say that? Like, it's been like a week. It's not been like 2 years.
In the moment, what it was. So let me shed.
Hey, Kobe. Hey, Carissa.
Hey, Kobe. Hey, Carissa. Carissa Pops have
upload.
missed you. I hope all is well.
Yo.
I've been looking for you.
She did make a giant mistake. Our people need to do better. That's a fact. KEE'S said it's a love thing. Needs to upload the KEE'S way. Because Kaminator Gamez has been uploaded. I'm just saying that. No cap. That's all I got to say. I've been uploading.
Keep his mama sentiment fault. I've been trying to tell her that we need to sit. No, ooh, you should see the look I just got.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Only reason
I thought she was still in the back. I thought she was still in the back.
Yo,
but listen,
yes.
Let's put out some facts that some may or may not know.
Right.
Okay.
Let's
speak of just.
If Kobe was alive, the subject would have came up.
And I'm just putting the facts on the table for the family. Okay.
All right.
The person that filed the charges. Okay?
Right.
Now I'm just giving you facts. What you do with it is you, but I'm just giving you facts. This young lady.
I knew somebody was gonna bring it up, but I didn't think it was gonna be her. That's facts.
This young lady. Nicole. Hey Nicole. This young lady was diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic 2 months prior to the allegation. 1 month prior to the allegation, she had not one, not two, but 3 suicide attempts in which she was hospitalized for and put on strong medication. Now, do with that what you will. I'm just giving the facts. Now, I would never, nothing would ever have anything to do with why a person say what they say or do what they do. But the only point that Pops is trying to make is that if irregardless of what the case may be, you have to put all the facts on the table. To me, that sounds a little unstable prior even going into the situation. I don't know. What y'all think? You can't just throw that fact out. Now here lies the big issue for Pop. When the person who alleged the issue decides, okay, I'm going to go to the hospital, and I'm going to have a rape kit done. I'm going to have a kit done. Now this is another fact. That it was found 2 semen samples inside the person. Those 2 semen samples were not that of Kobe Bryant. Her rebuttal of her explanation of how did it get there, what her response was, and I quote, I was in a hurry, I put on some underwear that I thought was clean, but they were dirty. I thought that they were clean, and I just went to the emergency. I just put them on and came to the emergency room. Now somebody help me out. Pops may not be smart enough, but I think it'll take a little more than slipping on a pair of dirty underwear to get semen sample inside of it. Help me out.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like with that. You know, first of all, with Gayle King bringing that up, huh? Yeah, I think with Gayle King bringing that up, first and foremost, that was disrespectful not only to his wife but his daughters, because you gotta think that's something. I ain't gonna lie, we could talk about the good that Kobe has done, but that's something that they always gonna get reminded of. That your dad got hit with a rape case. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I remember when Quincy Jones came out with that whole allegation about the Marlon Brando and Marvin Gaye. Yo, it's been rumors that Quincy was gay for like mad long. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I don't want nobody like, yo, something wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with being gay. But I feel like, yo, it's been allegations that Gayle King has been, you know what I'm saying, her, Oprah, and Stedman.
Never came up.
Nobody brings that up. Why are you bringing up something on the dead man? This man cannot defend himself, and you have to think, his wife just lost her daughter and her husband. And that's all on the news. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And then that's what the news reporter, she said that she said something about yo, that's what got me so mad. She said it was karma that a rapist died. She was talking about Kobe. It was karma that a rapist died. like first and foremost, and I ain't gonna lie, like I don't promote like people getting beat up on, but I ain't gonna lie. If I was where she was, yo, I ain't gonna lie, it made me really angry because yo, if he was ruled out, it was thrown out or whatever, and it came out like you just said, it was the semen samples did not match his. Why is he still being given this title that he's a rapist? That is not fair. And first and foremost,
to that point, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think that you just drove home the only point that I was trying to drive by even bringing it up.
My bad.
We all have such a strong responsibility to be careful what we say, how we say, and all of the above because of a situation like this. If I trip and fall and I bump into Cinnamon and bruise her arm, and you come home, you twist the story, and you get on the live stream and say, man, Mama Cinnamon arm is bruised because Pops hurt her. It doesn't matter how loving y'all know that I am. It doesn't matter what you see on camera. It's going to be in the back of somebody's mind that Pops hurt Cinnamon. You see what I'm saying? So we have to have a strong sense of responsibility of what we put out there.
Yo, that's
all
fine.
the time.
Yo, like that's another thing. Like, yo, that's saying like you're a dirty female. Like, again, I say I'm not trying to come criticize nobody. That's you live your life, you do what you do. But yo, if you got panties that got two different dudes sitting on that, yo, shorty, you a freak, yo. But like I mean, like you were saying though, but. I think at that time, that was not the right time at all. Again, I say, this man had just passed a week prior. The world, it wasn't just a basketball community. The world was sick. I ain't gonna lie, I think this was, I mean, y'all say this was like that when Whitney and Michael Jackson died. I ain't gonna lie. When they died, I was a kid. I wasn't really, I ain't gonna say I didn't care, but I wasn't like, as aware of how big of an influence they influence they was to everybody. But when Kobe passed, that was like a death in the family.
Hit home.
And then his daughter passed, that wasn't just like a regular, like, oh man, this celebrity just passed. Yo, we'll get past that. No, that was a death upon a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? That was, like I said, how Michael Jackson was to people. But to me, like, that was a death that hit me like 100 times harder. So for
putting all of those facts out there, bro. Yeah. You can't. Why bring it up?
Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, that's facts, yo. Case was dismissed. Girls need to stop it. That's facts, yo. Like, yo, and then she was trying to blame CBS for it. Like,
not only did she try to blame CBS, but then someone else of power, Oprah, comes and tries to. She tried to do damage control. Now. You got to look at Oprah sideways.
Yeah.
Because in a moment like this, only thing as influential as she is, the only thing that she really had to say was Gayle's hurting.
Right, why you put that on?
Excuse me.
I mean, she asked
Gayle is hurting.
Tell Lisa on his friend.
You can't possibly think that Gayle is hurting any more than the families that's directly affected. Well, fans will even put them to the side.
Yeah.
But there's a 16-year-old child out here, and I say child, she's a girl, a young lady, 16-year-old that lost her father, her mother, and her sister.
That I ain't gonna lie.
And you're gonna influence you in your status. You're gonna say, well, Gayle is hurting. Excuse me. Excuse me.
We talk about
she Vanessa, don't have the right.
We talk about Vanessa hurting. Well, I ain't gonna lie. That. Honestly, I ain't gonna say which death was more hurtful to me, but to sit there and be like that 16-year-old girl, she lost her mom, her dad, and her sister. She's only 16. There was only 4 of them, so that means 3 is gone, and she's the only one left. And she's 16.
She's 16.
So how you think? I ain't gonna lie. Like Vanessa, I feel bad for her, but that 16-year-old, I ain't gonna lie. When I read that, I don't cry. I don't like to cry at all. I mean, that's just me. But when I read that, yo, it brought me to tears because I'm sitting there like, yo, this girl is 16. Like, she lost. How do you explain that? Like, there's nothing that nobody could tell you. You know what I'm saying? To lose those, man, no, I don't know.
All at one time.
I ain't gonna lie. God forbid that ever happens to me.
And that's her. And that was Oprah's remark.
Yeah.
Gayle is hurting.
Yo, had me
Gayle is here to still explain herself.
Yeah. And then even with that though, right? let's forget the allegations about her stepping in Oprah, cause Gayle was my boo babe. I ain't gonna lie, I had a crush on Gayle. But yo, what about Harvey Weinstein? There's no documentaries on that. Everybody's dismissing it. Like one of the girls that this was like a few months ago. This one I think we had one to go see pictures rolling. The main witness ended up somehow dying. Like the main witness just somehow died. Like this person's fully healthy and this person's dead. Like it's not funny that they're dead. Like I don't want people thinking I'm laughing, but no, like and we not saying nothing about Harvey Weinstein, but we bring up Kobe, somebody who had one instance where Harvey Weinstein had multiple instances. Like I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie. That messed me up, yo.
The icing on the cake for it all for Pops is we do it to each other. Not that it's happening at all. It shouldn't happen at all.
You'll see Jessica Simpson bringing up something.
We do it to each other.
Right?
We've been hearing a lot. Well, I'll speak for me. I've been hearing a lot on YouTube lately.
Yo, Snoop got her gun, yo.
Been hearing a lot on YouTube lately about how we need to do better.
Yes.
How we should be better. Come on, y'all.
Oh, thank you for the food, man.
Well, it looks like this was just gonna be popcorn, but look like we have a.
For no one. Okay.
Wow.
Gracias.
Now Pops done spoke his piece. Pops gonna be quiet now. Y'all gotta see that.
Yo, that's facts.
Wow.
Camlight.
Yeah, Camlight.
You know, the Camlight really didn't.
Did you want tea?
Yeah, let me get that tea on you, dude. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We're watching, and that's one thing, like. And then it was during Black History Month. Like, we got the shortest month of the year, and we still come like we watched the Malcolm X movie, yo, and I ain't gonna lie, if anybody know anything about Cam, Malcolm X is truly like one of my biggest role models. And the reason I love Malcolm X is because I'm a person of by any means necessary. If you spit at me, I'm gonna spit you and punch you, and then kick you to the floor. That's just my opinion. Yo, I don't play spitting. Yo, if you punch me, I'm gonna punch you back. Now you say some words to me, I don't care. You call me a B word all you want. I don't care. That's nothing to me because you curse me out. Yo, I try to talk as well. I could talk about your mama. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. But it's certain things, there's certain things you're not gonna do to me. So that's why I fell in love with Malcolm X. But you wanna pray first?
Yeah, man. Let me bless the food.
Let me just.
My food is hot.
Let me get this out because I'm being like I'm talking bad right now and I don't like to pray and I go back to talking bad. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got
like, but yeah, like I was saying though.
Short version. Don't give me the
short version. Yo, like I just say, we do this to each other and we be like looking for like there's no unity. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was watching the Malcolm X movie. It really like. It was several times going on, but you could tell like it was unity going on within each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the unity at? We don't have that. And then it's like, honestly, we don't have really like any real black leaders anymore. Like people say Jesse Jackson, but I mean Jesse only there when somebody get killed by a white cop. Let's not be just not like that. But
that's why Pops will always be firm on starting it at home, starting it with you, one person at a time, one day at a time. Yeah, and I stand on that. That's right. You can't just sit back and not do anything. You can't sit back and not say anything. Because if you do, you're part of the problem.
That's right.
You have to do whatever you can, when you can, one day at a time, one person at a time.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. All right, you ready? All
yeah,
right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Michelle made it on her trip safe.
Word? Yo, good job. Well, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God our cousin made a trip safely. We appreciate that. We thank God for it. Father God, we thank you for this moment of sharing. We thank you for those that's come on the line to share with us. Now, Father, we ask that you bless this food, bless the hands that prepared the food. Please make it a nourishment for our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. All right. So, yeah, like we said, though. How was the vacation? It wasn't a vacation. It was a funeral, but I ain't gonna lie, it was amazing. It was amazing because we saw a lot of our family members, which is something that we're really big on.
Something that we say that all the time. We have to do it. You have to be better. You don't want that to be the only time where you really, really spend time with family.
Yes, look at those places. Yo, yeah. And then Christian said, man, I was going to jump through the phone and take a bite. My bad. Did I miss much? Nah, Peace Needs. Well, I mean, we talking about the whole Gayle King situation and how terrible of a person she was for that. Maybe in a few years, I could accept her back as my baby. But Magdalene, hey,
Hey, Magdalene.
just finished my vid and ran over here. Oh man, I can't wait to watch that video. I can't wait to watch it. Actually, our Taco Tuesday is getting prepared for tomorrow. Cassie, hey, how you doing?
Cassie.
How you
family.
doing? Yo,
How are you?
How you doing today on this great Monday evening? You
Hey,
know what
Cassie
I'm saying?
posted something on Instagram, said she's on her way to be a millionaire.
Oh my, yo.
Woo!
Well, I can't say what I usually say when I'm, that's fact, yo. You gotta, I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching
That's it,
a lot
Cassie.
of, I've been watching a lot of
We
videos.
with you.
Man, yeah. I made it on I made it on LOL. I'm well, how y'all? We are Gucci.
We are
Black
good
food.
and eating wonderful this evening. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining
Might
us.
have to go to the gym a little later, you know what I'm saying? Do what I do, you know what I'm saying? Do what I might.
Man.
But yeah.
For those that's coming in, we have smothered baked chicken
Yo, that's right.
with mushroom gravy, rice, and corn on the cob.
Where's the hot sauce? With this meal, you don't eat hot sauce with it, you know what I'm saying? Mom made gravy, so you put the gravy with the rice. It's like
The chicken is falling off the bone.
it's like a love bomb.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I mean?
mushroom gravy is off the chart.
Yeah. She showed me how to
Mama
make it.
Cinnamon cooked.
Me and Mom cooked.
You didn't do nothing.
Yes, me and Mom cooked together.
Nope. But thank y'all for listening to Pop's rant. I've been holding that in for a little while.
Yo, lucky man, that is my feast made for a king. That is a feast made for a king. Yes, you know, we had a hard day today, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a test today that I might fail. Again, I say, so if y'all see an L from my report card there.
Yeah, you might not see Cam for a couple days. You might be a little roughed up.
I mean, hey. Fat Boy Show, what's up, man? Beautiful place, yes. Thank you.
What's up, fam?
Yo, the reason I'm not eating like that right there is because it's really hot and the last time I burned my tongue. so yo.
Hey, Miss Star.
Hey.
Miss Star. See, Cassie said fail. Now, no, that's unacceptable. Thank you, Cassie. You tell them.
It kinda
Totally
is.
unacceptable.
Because they say you never learn.
There's
if you
no
don't-
excuse.
They say you never learn if you don't fail.
They're not speaking of the classes.
Yo, they say if you never fail in life, you never learn. And,
Good try, Cam. Good try.
Yo, well, what's a little? Ain't like I have like a.
What subject?
Calc.
Cassie, can you help him with calculus?
Yo,
I keep trying to tell him, you know, you have to. Engineering is one of those fields where it's not for mediocre,
Oh.
and it's not like you can't do it.
Nah, yo.
Apply yourself, Craig.
Jesus Christ. This is so what happened was, yo, let me explain. Yeah, I got one of those teachers that that put stuff on the test that she didn't go over, and then she has a heavy accent, and then it's like she don't like us. Like if you guys remember, I was talking about a calc teacher that was Russian. I have her again, unfortunately, because once you go so high in calc, there's no English teachers. You know what I'm saying? So yo, what do I do?
Sounds like excuses to me.
Hey,
This is the field that he chose. This is the route he decided to go. Man up and support your decision and get in and get out.
man, I'm about to drop out if they put me in power. That new power episode. Yo, thank you so much, Peace Needs. Thank
Cam,
you
did you
so
see
much.
on the news about the shooting that happened in the Bronx in the police precinct? Why is always something going on in Black history just to keep us from celebrating the only one we have? It's sad. I didn't hear about that one.
Nah, I didn't hear about that. My brother didn't text me, man.
Doesn't it seem like that though? Tell me,
Yo.
it's man.
Yo, thank
Cassie-
you so much, Peace Needs. Thank
Cassie,
you. Thank you. But y'all didn't hear about that, though. I didn't hear
Cassie
about
said, yeah, she took calculus. Rule number 1, don't get behind.
that. No, rule number 2, don't get no Russian teachers.
Thanks, Peace and
Yo.
Needs. We appreciate you.
Man, how almost fall. I ain't gonna lie. Do you know what it's like? To almost have to
Separate
fight a
your
teacher?
emotions from the lessons, Cam. You can do it. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I know. Y'all gonna see me on jail like American Most Wanted. Like,
He gonna be paying for itself,
Hold on,
and
wait,
then his
you know
pockets gonna be.
they gonna be like, they gonna ask like, yo, why didn't you jump over the desk as the teacher? Like, yo, she was just talking so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna be like, why did you put some Timbers on her face? You know what I'm saying? Yo, nah, I can't do that.
I know it's hard. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in a similar field. You can do it. See, Cassie, I knew that's why we were here.
Yo, Cassie, you trying to show me out? What is that? I thought he was cool.
I just finished my MBA and it's worth it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, oh yes.
Oh, thank you so much over 15 Fantabulous. Thank you so much, yo. Thank you. It's really not worth it. I mean, it's just
raising a single mom. Hey, family.
Hey, how you doing, yo? But yo, I mean, school is, don't get me wrong, school is lit. I love school, and that I don't love it. It's like, okay, let me explain it. I don't like it, but I don't love it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it, and I don't like it, but I do like it. You know what I mean? Yo.
All of it is like excuse.
Oh man, thank you so much, 15 Fantabulous, though.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cassie says she's trying to encourage you. You better listen.
Oh, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged to drop out every day. I go in there. I'll be like, yo, is this really worth me coming in here? Like,
I think it's a distraction for us too, Tammy. What about the prison system in Mississippi? Don't get me started on that one. Don't get me started on that one.
Wait, what's going on in Mississippi?
Certain things are systematically set up for you that force you to quote unquote depend on certain things. And when you don't have it, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Okay.
You gotta survive. It force your hand to do things to survive. And some things are systematically set up that way. I don't care what nobody say, that's Pop's opinion and I'm sticking to it. That's why it's all about what you do with what you have and making the best out of what you have. It has nothing to do with what area you was born in or what neighborhood or whatever. School, work, anything, you'll always get out of it what you put into it.
Now, I'm going to disagree on that.
Of course.
I'm going to disagree on that because I feel like what you're saying is true, but, and, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I was one of the ones.
Suge money.
Hey!
Suge in the building.
It's Shuggy Boogie. Well, it's Suge Boogie. Suge Boogie, that's it.
Yeah, Suge Boogie, that's it.
Yo, I'm going to disagree on Pops with that because I feel like, yo, I was one of the lucky ones where, first of all, I'm a black man in America. I have you, I have dad, and I have mentors. I had uncles that were very, you know what I'm saying, influential people, whereas a lot of people that comes from where, you know, a lot of us usually come from, they wasn't blessed to have that, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't understand, like if somebody wasn't enforcing them the knowledge of how important school is and how the knowledge of how important learning outside of school is, if you just learning how, oh man, you got to be the freshest dude with the J's on, you got to care about designer things, whereas you could just go to a store and be dressed as you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I was taught that a lot of guys are not taught.
Okay, so what about the ones that wasn't taught that still excelled?
It was somebody had to come in their life. It had to be a teacher or somebody. They didn't learn it on their own.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Somebody had to come. It had to be a professor or a teacher that they had to look up to. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, it had to be a teacher or professor. Yo.
I won't take this a little too deep for you, but I disagree with you, so.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay.
Shirley Pierre, hey, Paisy Rose.
Hey, man, Pops, we be having these debates, yo.
All the time.
Man.
All the time. It's your purpose in life is gonna be your purpose in life, regardless of if you have a huge support system or if you figuring out to make it on your own at the age of 12. Only because God has to say so. And if God ordains your life to go a certain way, that's how it's gonna be. Be it if you have 9 father figures or if you don't have nobody but yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly what I feel.
I mean, I feel like
I give you an example. Me and my Pookie is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's no secret, and we share this story all the time. My wife and I were together really, really young. I'm talking like high school.
Yeah.
High school sweetheart. High school sweethearts. Even before that. And she left. Mm-hmm. Family moved. They come back in my life. She came back in my life years and years and years later.
Huh?
But the time that she was away from me was my time to get me right. And now that she's back, that's why you and Key can say, man, y'all marriage ain't like others. because it was the plan all along.
But like you keyword,
And I believe it.
Like you just said, keyword others. Other people don't
Money
not
gang.
like that. Other people's stories is not like that. Other people will be like, yo, shorty had the yeeks back there, you know what I'm saying? That's how they got their wife. So I mean it's a different story. Y'all have like a Cinderella story, whereas other people just be like, yo, I got married to her because she got a good job with some good credit. Like, yo,
What?
a good job with some good credit. Yo, one of my favorite comedians, I ain't gonna say his name, but yo, one of his favorite jokes is, yo, we need y'all to keep getting these good jobs so we can stay at home and play the PlayStation. All right? Now, if you guys know comedy, you guys know who that is. Mom know who that is. And I ain't gonna lie, you said that. I mean, like I said, a lot of dudes' stories is not like y'all. So, I mean, you kind of help my point.
No, I'm not helping.
Yes,
your
you
point.
are.
Because if you really had this conversation with mom was praying specifically, not just for a husband, but the right husband.
Okay.
My prayers were just as detailed. Not knowing all along that we were praying for each other. We didn't know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stories not like others. What are you talking about? Y'all stories are not like others.
I'm just using it as an example.
It's not a good example.
But we're not the only example. There's
not a good
wonderful
example.
married couples out here.
Yeah, it is. But hold on. How we go from you talking about how good your and mom relationship is? We talk about how like a lot of kids don't have good role models.
Because you always say I only.
And I'm the one with the bad analogies.
Let me tie it together because you're always bringing the fact. You always say, "Well, pops, it's the only difference is that was some kind of strong figure there."
Yeah.
And I disagree because there's a ton of people that's done it without any role models at all.
I'm not saying it's impossible to do it if you don't have role models. I'm just saying it's not as likely. You had Pops Senior and you had your uncle.
My uncles, yeah, buddy.
Pops, you're not
I
helping
had like
yourself.
7 dads.
You're not helping yourself. You helping me.
But I have played. But I'll put it to you this way: I have. Me personally,
okay.
I know some guys that I'm still really close with to this day that hung around me for to be a part of family that had no family of their own and is doing very well, extremely well.
You just helped me again, Pops. You gotta think, if they see your dad as a positive role model, they cling to you. If you don't have a positive role model, so imagine one of my favorite movies of all time is Paid in Full.
Hey, Wanda.
Hey, Wanda. One of my favorite. That's between that and The Blind Side. But Paid in Full is one of my favorite movies of all time. So, okay, we'll use The Blind Side. Let's use The Blind Side for you.
Here you go.
Because if he wouldn't,
he gonna argue this point.
If Michael Orr wouldn't have found the Tuohys, Michael Orr wouldn't be the football player with a Super Bowl championship ring, right? So let's say if he wouldn't have found them and the guys that he was cool with. There was one guy who was a football star that he was real cool with, and then the other guy was a drug dealer who used to sell drugs to his mom. Right. If he would have found them, you tell me Big Mike would have still found a way to get in the NFL. Because he had a point, I think like a 0.5 GPA. You gonna find a way to get in the NFL, Pops? You gonna still find a way to get in the NFL?
Maybe not.
How do you have a 0.5 GPA?
All I'm saying is that yes, it makes a difference when you have role models, yes.
Yes.
But there are also many, many people that did it just by the grace of God is all I'm saying.
I'm not saying
it didn't come from who they seen or what kind of role models they had in their lives. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying. Mo said I'm really helping you.
Oh, my pop. Yeah, thank you. My phone died. Thank you. Pops was literally defending what I'm saying.
Bernice B. Do tell Miss Thing. Hey, family.
Hey.
No, all I'm saying.
And y'all also can see, this is why I should have went to Harvard, yo, because Pops is helping me.
All I'm saying
Hey, Pops, please never become a defense attorney, because I'm putting your client in jail.
All I'm saying. All I'm saying is that just
thank you so much, Bernice. Yes, thank you so much.
Just as much as positive role models make a
difference.
difference.
Hey, Rachel. Okay.
Positive role models make a difference, yes.
Yeah.
But there's also some that they didn't have that.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm not saying it's not likely that if you don't have you have to look up to somebody for you to become.
Hey, Triple S. Hey,
Oh.
Rachel.
Oh, right here?
Still didn't get it.
No, I get it. Yo, you still have to look up to somebody. You still have to look up to somebody. That's why you think basketball coaches. Look at the basketball coaches. You think about Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? AKA the Snake. Yo, if you think about it,
The Snake.
yeah,
It was a business move.
Nah, that's some soft
Just
stuff.
like LeBron. It was a business move.
LeBron. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Jordan 739 versus what the GOAT did. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Let's not forget this, Pops. Okay, who did Kevin Durant cling on to when he was growing up in the league?
I don't know. You know more of that stuff than I
The
do.
reason he went over 35 is because of the coach that he had
Okay.
that was killed. Somebody who's a positive role model to reason why Kevin Durant is who Kevin Durant is today. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron, I think it was his football coach or somebody coach, or one of his friends' coaches, right? He came to their house and he used to sleep on their couch or whatever. That's having a positive role model. Same thing with who else? Look, who's watching the Malcolm X movie? The Elijah Muhammad. Somebody that was a role model to him, right? Because what was Malcolm X in jail, right? A role model. Martin Luther King.
Now, what
I think
about
he had
the
his
ones
back.
that made it without that type of role model?
I mean,
What
how
about
often-
them?
How often is that story? That's not really an often story.
Now, my phone just died.
That's not really a story that's very often. Like, if that
Hey,
happens,
Alicia. Hey,
hey,
Alicia
Alicia.
now.
Hey.
We eating
No.
baked chicken with smothered in mushroom gravy, rice, and corn.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Bro. But how often is that?
Thank you. Do tell thank you. Can I give you a hug?
Wait, what?
Can I give you a hug?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Let me reread it.
Read that. Read that. So I can.
Thank you for your
So I
help.
can throw that down.
Because
You know
this is
what I'm saying?
all I'm saying to what she said. You
I bet-
don't have to be a product of your environment or circumstances. You can be a product of your own choices.
But if
That's
you don't,
that's all I'm trying to say. Thank you for helping me with my wording.
all right,
Thank you.
hold on. Can I?
Hey, Heaven Bound.
Let me intercept what she just said. Because do tell, you have to be like Pops right now. You have to be speechless because I'm about to continue winning this debate.
No.
There's the one thing that you can say. You could be a judge. You could definitely be the wait. What is the word she said? You can be a product of your choices, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know how to make the right choices, if you haven't been told how to make the right choices, like you say, it starts at home, right? You say that, right? So I remember when I go to like certain, say if we would go to football meetings, right? And you got the teams that's like out there like, yo, hey, shout out to big homie 653 7359, whatever, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You have to learn how to act at home, correct?
It helps, yes.
You have to learn how to act at home. So if you don't have nobody positive teaching you how to act at home, how are you supposed to go out in the world and make good choices if you've been taught nothing but how to make bad choices?
So in essence, what you're telling me is that you don't have to have self accountability.
If you don't know what self-accountability is,
Answer
how
the
can you
question.
have it?
Answer the question. You don't have to have self accountability. So you telling me one
As you
that's
get
going out
older,
and
yes.
you going out and you committing all kind of crimes,
Right.
And you doing all kind of evil and doing all of this. It'll excuse the fact that you didn't have a role model, you didn't have any positive influence, you didn't have any teachers that you looked up to in school. Whatever the case may be, there's no self accountability just because.
As you get older, yes. But if you commit a murder when you like 16, right?
What do y'all think?
Say if you commit a murder when you 16.
Pops want to know what y'all opinion
I
is.
ain't gonna lie. Yo, I'm gonna use something that's close to home. Remember Benji Williams?
Yeah.
Benji Wilson.
Wilson.
I'm sorry. So if you guys don't know, Benji Wilson was Chicago. He's like literally a legend in Chicago. Like, if you go to Simeon, which is out south, you go out to Simeon, they have number 25 out up on in the Raptors, even though Derrick Rose wore it and Jabari wore it. Benji Wilson was literally considered the next Michael Jordan. This was like 83.
Coming out of Chicago, yeah.
83.
True.
He went to the basketball camp and he dominated. Benji Wilson had brothers. And I ain't gonna tell you what the brothers did, but his brother.
Oh, hey, Laura Jack. She said she went to school with Ben.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So, yo, Laura J knows about Ben Brothers, and we know, Ben Brothers, even though they was doing what they was doing, they still kept him on a straight and narrow path, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the dudes that killed Benji. When they killed Benji, Well, you hear any story about anybody that was like, yo, they killed somebody or something like that? Not, like, I ain't gonna say every story is the same. I ain't gonna say all that. But 9 times out of 10, they gonna be like, yo, I didn't have a dad at home. My mom was doing this. My mom was doing that. I didn't really go to school because I wasn't forced to go to school. So even if it was a positive teacher that I would have had, I wasn't forced to go to school. So if you're not forced to go to school, your mama's not holding you accountable for certain things, what are you gonna turn to? You ain't gonna go to the National Honor System. You ain't gonna go to the Scholars Club. No, you're gonna sit there and be like, oh man, little Ruru from down the street, he cool people, so let me hang out with him. That's called the psycho poverty. You gotta think about that.
I'm not saying that
That boy is amazing.
I'm not saying that it doesn't exist.
They can come closer.
I listen to you.
Yes.
I listen to you.
Okay, I'm listening.
I need for you to listen to me. I'm not taking away from that fact. The only thing that I'm saying is that each individual have to have a responsibility. They have to have responsibility to themselves as first. And just because you're in a certain environment or you live in a certain neighborhood or your circumstance is a certain way, it does not totally take it away. It's a contributing factor, yes. I don't take away from that. Okay. But there are so many people that's been a part of certain circumstances that not going out robbing nobody. They're not going out being drug dealers. It happens every day.
Okay.
Neither side can be negated. You just think, oh, I'm right, and that's just it. No, neither side can be negated.
It can, because again, I say, if you, like I said, you watch Lock
You don't
Up,
have to be a product from your environment. I don't care what you say.
But if you don't know the right from wrong, how can you know, like, man, I'm not supposed to do that?
How did other people do it? Let's read some comments.
Yo, name me like 5 people.
So Cutie said, I'm with Dutel. So Dutel is...
Okay, she's on your side.
Tammy said, you should be old enough to know right from wrong, even if it's a person that didn't have a positive role model in their lives, period.
How?
That's what Tammy said.
How? Okay.
Anybody else want to weigh in?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, right? Because I'm not.
We've set up.
I'm definitely not agreeing on this.
One night we set up to about 3 o'clock in the morning on this.
Yes, we did. we set up to about
3 o'clock.
Because yo, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna say this right here, right? I'm gonna say this. Okay. I understand what y'all saying. At a certain age, you're supposed to be able to hold yourself accountable. Like I said that. At a certain age, you're supposed to hold yourself accountable. But say if you at that certain age, like Pops is telling me that some people that have done it. Name 3 people. Name 3 people.
It's 3 people that I know personally. I'm not gonna put their names on here. I can say it to you off camera, but I won't put.
Hold on,
I'm just telling you, but it's 3 people I know personally.
Aren't they the ones that you said that cleaned onto you and Pops in, right?
No.
Okay.
I said it's 3 people that I know personally.
Did they play basketball with you?
One of them did.
They looked up to the coach. So you're not helping your case.
Okay, we'll say 2 then.
Okay, all right, 2. But
if they want to take away one that came over to the house every blue moon, okay, that's fine.
He's looking at your desk.
Okay, but what about the other 2? They had nothing to do with basketball. What about the other 2? Listen. What about the other 2 that had nothing to do with basketball?
Okay, all right, you said okay. Like I say, it's not a story that happens every so often. It doesn't happen every so often. It's every once in a while.
Detail said exactly. Pops Leilani said there are many people that do better in spite of what they grew up around.
I need 2 people.
Tammy said, Cam, I know a friend who grew up in the foster care and was a group home, was in a group home, and they never been in trouble a day in their life, and they finished school and they have a great job. He is actually a court officer and doing really well without any of them.
Wow.
Okay. That's awesome. That's really awesome. But again, I say that's not a story that you hear every so often. Like I'm okay. I think I'm more so looking in like when you guys are growing up versus now, because now we have social media. We can look up whoever we want to look up. You know, whoever we want to like be like, oh man, what did they do? But we looking like 90s and 2000. Well, yeah, early 2000s or whatever, and before that time, that's the time that I'm looking at. I'm not looking at like now. Because now, I ain't gonna lie, now the generation should definitely be different. But in that same sense, you gotta look at what the media isn't putting out there. Again, I say, I was one of those kids, I was a Nirvana fan probably before I listened to some Lil Wayne. So I wasn't really out there saying lick me like a lollipop. Also, like,
And those were your personal choices, right?
yes.
You were the only one in the house watching and listening to stuff like that, right?
Not true. Well, yeah, but that was coming from the school.
Where did that come from?
The school. Not my parents, my teachers.
Alicia Johnson said a person has to be accountable to themselves somewhere for their choices that they make in life. So if what you're saying is just the formula for everything, then that's what we disagree on. Mm-hmm. If what you're saying is that's the formula, what about the ones that come from the well-established families that just very well off? You got everything what the stereotype of the perfect family would be, and they just out wild and buck. So what happened with that then? Wouldn't your theory transfer on to the other side where they shouldn't have no issue, right?
That's true, but then don't they sometimes meet somebody who's doing the same?
I'm asking you. It's your theory.
Yes.
I'm asking you. It's your theory.
Okay.
It wouldn't transfer over to the other side if what you're saying is just the formula.
I mean, it would if you think about it. If you come, like, that's like, I remember when I had that bad friend that you guys did not like me around, right? The bad friend that you guys had me around. Y'all was around, and I was still hanging out with him. I wasn't doing terrible stuff. I wasn't doing nothing bad. But he was, correct? He was doing bad stuff. You guys told me to separate myself from him, and what I do? Where's he at right now? So, in that same sense, thank you again for proving my point.
You didn't answer my point.
I did.
No, you didn't. What about, I'm going to ask you again. What about the ones that come from the American dream, the stereotype of the perfect family?
Okay.
Money is not an issue. The mother and father are in the home. They're in the private schools.
Okay.
And they still go rogue. If what you're saying is true, why do we have those more? If that's the formula, they got the parents at home, right? Okay. They got the role models in school. They're in the private schools. Okay. Money is not an issue, so technically they don't have to steal anything. Okay. So what's the problem?
Okay, all right.
Why is there so many cases of that then? If your formula is the way.
I'm gonna use this in a term that we all know. Just like power, right? Tariq was this kid that had everything, right? Had the money, the penthouse, the family, the 2-parent home, and all that, right? Tariq started hanging out with, I think it was Kanan. A bad influence, right? A dude from the projects who did this, who did that, was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right there. Look at how Tariq ended up. He ended up killing his dad, which is not good, but he ended up killing his dad. He started selling drugs, this, that. So, in that same sense, you guys sit there and look, like, it depends on who your kids are friends with. Your kids' friends are really because I mean you could have you could have instilled certain things into us, but if you are easily manipulated, if you could be manipulated easy, then all that training that you did is gonna go out the door. If you could have a bad influence.
I'm gonna tell you this, son, and if you don't listen to nothing else I ever tell you,
okay.
Understand this.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how much me and mommy instill in you or anybody that you look up to or any student. Right. If you don't have right up in here. Right. If you don't make the choice up in here to do right. Right. What me and mommy teach you outside or try to talk to you about that's outside of these walls is not going to mean nothing. If you don't make the choice. Yeah, that's true. If you don't feel it here and you don't do it right there. If you don't take nothing else I say from anything, take that.
That's true. Okay. I get you.
You can put together whatever formula you want to put together. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. Whatever a person has to make the choice for themselves. A person always have a choice. Yeah. You always have a choice, no matter how small or how big. Mm-hmm. You have a choice when you say, I'm calling off for work, and then we go on the trip. Mm-hmm. That's a choice. Yeah. Is it not? Yeah. Okay. Do you know deep up in here that ain't cool? Oh, no. Hey, I don't get back to the comments. I'm sorry. Me and him, we go, woo, this be a big debate,
this is
this is nothing.
No, this ain't nothing.
Pops, I agree with you. I knew a little girl. Her mom was on drugs. She and her sister was in and out of the system. This little girl now is a social worker for the state. KY, what's the vibes? What's up, family?
Yo,
Thank
what
you
it
for
do?
joining. Hey, Barbara Mitchell, we appreciate you.
Barbara.
You're always there for us. It's funny when Barbara come in. She'll come in and she'll laugh or something. She always show up, though. We appreciate you, Barbara. Leilani said, that was my dad, Pops, born basically with a silver spoon and just absolutely spent his life doing the most and the worst. Bernice, hey Bernice,
Right.
said, I hear you, Cam, but I knew a girl who had everything she needed and wanted with great role models, but she wanted to hang out with the wrong crowd, and she wanted it. Most of the people that get locked up comes from well-to-do families.
Not true.
Laura just said, okay, that's what Pops is saying. True Pops, amen, Pops. A few months ago, a man was arrested for cutting his own mother's head off. Tammy
Okay,
says,
that's psychotic.
Cam, you have your own mind to not be a follower and don't blame or depending on your environment for your actions. You have your own mind and choices to know what path you want to follow.
Right, that's true. Y'all can say what y'all want to say.
That's what's gonna continue off camera. I know it is, because as soon as we turn it off and Pops and blah, 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 yeah, we go back and forth on that one.
Oh, this is gonna be.
And it's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's fun conversation because it's not something we not gonna. There's certain stuff that I'm not gonna agree on that Pop's gonna.
Yeah, we're not gonna agree.
Like I remember when it was a great celebrity. We're not gonna say his name.
That's how it started.
It was a great celebrity that was dunking during his kid's game, and Pop's mom and everybody else was like, "Yo, he's wrong for what he was doing." Whereas you gotta think this person didn't have a dad growing up, so yo. But we ain't gonna talk about all
Yes,
that.
we will. Yes, we will. Hey, Jill Comfort Zone in the building.
Oh, ill money.
Hey, everyone, popping in for a few to show some love. We
Yo,
appreciate it.
yeah.
So listen, y'all. This whole conversation came up a long time ago, and this when I tell you my family is dysfunctional, we're dysfunctional. We all set up where it was me, Cam, and Mom. We sat up for hours arguing about this. We were sitting in the living room watching TV. Cam said, "Man, Pop, look at this." He put on a YouTube video. It was LeBron.
Wait, why you gotta bring up LeBron?
LeBron was at his son's game,
Okay.
and LeBron came out of the stands. He gets in the layup line with the kids, and he just started like dunking from half court and doing 360s and going all up on his leg.
Yo, bro,
and me and Mama Cinnamon both looked and looked at each other, and at the same time said, "That was wrong."
Yo,
He's
LeBron,
taken away from his son,
Yo, I love
and
you,
he's
man.
taken
That's
away.
dope. That's
He's
dope.
taken away from his son, and he's taken away from the kids that's in the line. And man, when I tell you Cam lost it, he lost it. Yeah. So that's kind of where this whole conversation, like, it got a lot deeper, but that's where it started.
Yeah, that's a root. You gotta think.
It's deep root, y'all.
Yeah.
That's true what Pop said. Your heart and your mind, Cam. That's what Wanda said.
Look at this. Yo, it depends.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a really good thing the kid he got his head on straight, because some of his
Wait, me?
you
Oh, okay.
some of his mentality be like, come on, man, you can't excuse somebody's actions just because of they'll sit and cry and say, well, I wasn't afforded this or I wasn't afforded that. Yes, it's unfortunate.
Right.
And yes, it happens all the time. But you can't use that as an excuse, son. You can't use that as an excuse to just totally negate what the person has done.
Hold on, time out. That's like me saying, yo, I break my ankle, God forbid. This is what the phone man in the NBA. I break my ankle, and people like, yo, why you not playing the game? Oh, I broke my ankle. Oh, that's not an excuse for why you can't play in the game. That's not that's not good at all. That's what you guys are saying. That's not true at all, because you guys look like, again, I say, if you don't have nothing positive around you, if you don't have no positive role models around you, how are you supposed to know what's right from wrong? If your mom is not instilling certain things into you, how can you know what's right from wrong? And if your kids are gullible enough to hang around some bad influences, you guys probably got taught them everything well, but if they're gullible enough to where everything that they do, like they try to impress their friends so much, like peer pressure, that's something so big. That's where a lot of the stuff happens. So,
Here's Keith. So Keith said, I understand where Cam is coming from.
Yo.
When the person does a crime and goes to trial, they dig into the person's bad upbringing as a defense.
Yeah.
I mean, help him out, Keith, because I don't know. I listen and I try to I listen and I try to, so the age difference, right? Of course, that's going to be a difference. Me being a parent, him not being a parent. It's going to have a lot of things that tie into it. But I really want to understand where he's coming from. I'm not just saying, oh, you know, do what Pop say, not as I do. I'm not like that. Right. So I'm trying to understand. Okay. And that's where all of the back and forth is coming from, because it just don't sit with me that you just totally take out self-accountability.
All right,
Pop's not feeling it.
Let me simplify it out, okay, a little bit.
Let
me simplify it out, okay.
Before you go there, I'm sorry.
What's up?
Lanny94 said, pray for me. I'm going through the process of finalizing the divorce, and I'm excited. Living my best life.
Good job.
New beginnings are always good.
Yeah.
New beginnings are always good. Mm-hmm. We're happy for you. We pray for you. Thanks for sharing that with us, because that's what we do. Mm-hmm. That's what we do over here. And thank you for joining. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
This was a great topic because it's something I always talk about my nieces and nephews and little cousins about life. It is time. You have to have these conversations, even if you don't agree.
Yeah.
In the moment.
That's something we're never going to agree on.
If he starts to agree, he would never tell me, and that's okay. Just as long.
I would never. No.
Just as long as it keeps his mind, it keeps it in the front of his mind, and he at least thinks about it. Okay. That's all.
All right.
Okay. The thought.
Let me simplify this thought, because you got to think. This is an older crowd. Well, you guys are not old, but you guys are not.
You guys always throw the old card in there.
No. They're not like my age, so with certain things that I might view as like, yo. Huh? That's true, Mom. You're so right. Thanks a lot for not proving my point again, yo. Mom be just, Mom. I love Mom, but yo, Mom was like the one.
She be helping you out.
If I do a crime, yo, she's gonna snitch on me. So, like I was saying.
Oh yeah, I'm turning you.
Yo, I could have just ran a real life. So look, this is my opinion. All right, let me simplify it down, okay? All right, you sit there, okay? There are certain things that you're taught at home. Like, Mom, you always taught me, man, okay, you want to go out, when you go outside, you want to look presentable. Because you not only represent from yourself, your home, you represent for your people, correct? So that's why I also, every time I try to go outside, I ain't gonna lie, I want to see when I step outside, I try to kill it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's that confidence, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. They have confidence, but they don't got the confidence. All right, so that's one thing right there. You always taught me, Pops, you always say, if you're not early, if you're early, you're on time, but if you're on time, you're late, right?
You messed it up.
It's something like that.
What I said, right, he wasn't listening.
Okay, all right.
What I say is, you early, nah, you're on time if you're early, but you late if you're on time.
I said that.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Hold on, what I just said it. Right.
You said it the other way.
Oh God. I just said that. I said
it the other way.
I said you early. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, you're right.
You told me not to be targeted.
You win.
You told me not to be targeted.
Right.
You told me how to treat a woman, right? So that means you guys gave some good information, gave me good advice.
My advice wasn't good because you still call them chicks, so evidently you didn't listen to everything.
Well, I know how to treat a lady. I treat her like a lady.
Welcome back, Peace and Eats.
But yo, hey, Peace and Eats. Yo, okay, this is what I gotta say.
You call them chicks.
Yo, it's like how women call them.
You said I understand both of you. Cam is a great defense lawyer and Dad is a great prosecutor. Right, that's it, Keith. Just split it down the middle.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I ain't gonna lie. If I want to go to school for 10 years, I'll definitely be a lawyer. But that's too much school for me. Y'all been like school now. So going off what I... Sorry. No, Paul's trying to do that on purpose.
I didn't mean to do that.
Paul's trying to do that on purpose.
No, that's your mama that do that too.
So like I was saying, Paul's really interrupted by that terrible sound of that noise. Oh, yeah. Nah, you see me. Nah, I'm in a real debate right now, Mom. You know? Like I was saying. You gotta think. You guys told me valuable principles to live life by, correct? You told me how every time I go outside, you have to keep your haircut. If you don't have a haircut, put a hat on. Always brush your teeth. Go out, you gotta go outside smelling good. You don't see me out there smelling like booty juice. That's not me.
Oh.
Alright? That's not me smelling like hot dog water.
Thank God for that.
Nah, nah, right? Yo, you guys taught me valuable principles, right? Whereas other people who weren't so blessed, like I said, I'm definitely blessed. I thank God for that, and that's why I pass it on to my cousins. Here come Keith, she's home.
Did we really have to instill in you not to go out and smell like old bus seats?
No.
You know to wash your tail, right?
Of course.
Without somebody telling you.
Yes. Okay. Of course.
Like cologne as a little
You know not to go out smelling like old bus seats.
That's facts. Okay. All right. That's okay.
I mean, come on.
Wait a minute.
You had to have that instilled in you?
There's a difference, the front back seats or the back bus seats.
Oh, the back bus seats. That's
The
where
back
hobos-
bus seats.
No, the front is where the hobos be. Well, wait, no, you can't say that. The homeless, because if you call them hobos, that's an offensive term now. Well, like I was saying, Key, you are
Having a role model or not having a role model, you should not be smelling like earring backs.
Ooh.
wow. Okay. Wow.
You should not be smelling like earring back. Hey, it's Maya Love Bug.
Hey, well,
we're doing well. Just having a debate as always.
having a serious debate. Like I was saying though, you sit there, all that stuff that you taught, those were valuables that you guys instilled into us. That grandma instilled into you, that Pop's instilled into you, your mom instilled into you, grandpa instilled into you. Correct?
Yeah.
Like I say, those are principles that were still, because you guys came from good parents, right?
Yes.
That taught they gave you right. They gave you, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I remember I used to be so upset, right, with mom and pops, because I'd be like, it'd be like 7 o'clock, they'd be, Cam, you gotta come in. I'm like 12. So my friends are staying out till 12, and I gotta come in at 7. And I'm like, Mom, what are you but as I got older, you see how they are now. And I'm like, okay, you know, I
Now
thank
you
God.
understand.
Yes. But they didn't come from what I came from. Their parents, yo, one of my friend's parents, I ain't gonna say his name, but his mom used to buy from him.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, like,
Sorry for the situation.
so like I say, if those certain things are not being instilled into you,
Hard-working kids at home from work, y'all.
yo,
hey, y'all.
Cam, when I was younger, I was into some things I didn't comprehend what my mom was saying. My mom told me to keep on living, you'll get it. Now I do. And you know what I really think? I think when it comes down to him having his own family and being a protector, his own home and his children, I think it's already clicked in. He probably just debating because he liked to debate.
I honestly,
He likes to debate. He likes to debate.
I ain't gonna lie. That's one of those things I don't understand. I understand holding yourself is self accountability. Everybody has self accountability, and everybody.
Piece of Lee said, "Hey, Key."
But what I don't understand is how are you supposed to have self accountability? Like I say, as you tend to get older, I understand you get supposed to gain it. But if you like 16 and 17, how you supposed to know self accountability if you don't know what's right from wrong? If you don't know what's right from wrong, how are you supposed to have self accountability? Like, how am I supposed to be?
Let me answer your question.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. Let me answer your question.
You good.
How many times have I heard the stories of mom being at work or mom is in one part of the house, you're in the other part of the house,
All right.
and you just on your own do the right thing. Whatever it was, be it if it's not do something that you shouldn't or stopped
Right.
or whatever the case may be, without her even knowing.
Right.
How many times have we had that conversation?
But that's another thing. That was
That's what?
That's instilled into me.
There was situations where y'all hadn't even had the conversation.
But if I know mom, one thing I could tell about mom, I could tell you about mom. Mom was one of those people, yo, hey, she's a really nice lady, but certain things, mom, you
Don't
know.
be trying to act like my baby mean.
No. My mom was amazing. Everybody
She
loves
just
my
don't
mom.
play.
Certain things, you know, if you talk, but like, say if mom wasn't as stern as she was sometimes. Say if she was just joking around all the time, then those things I would have been like, oh, mom's just joking. I wouldn't care. Correct or incorrect?
Maybe.
Yo, he know I got it right.
Maybe.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Cam for president for 2024. That's all I gotta say, man. Yo, we gonna end this, yo. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Basically, what you're saying, if you don't have a strong foundation at home, that's continuing the cycle of poverty. You want to tell you how I know I'm good at this? Because I did this as my senior project and I got an A on it.
Yeah.
I got an A. I didn't get invited to colloquium,
what
but
you
that's
do-
neither here nor there.
What you're saying, here, let me help you, Kim.
Okay, all right, okay.
What
all
you're
right.
saying helps those that helps the underprivileged, and it gives a it helps the underprivileged, and it gives a perspective. It gives a perspective for those that don't know anything about being underprivileged.
Yes. Thank you, P. Sneeze. She said she got me. Thank you. Golly. I feel like Stephen A. Smith right here. This is preposterous.
Hold on, listen to this though.
I got you.
Your argument gives a perspective for the underprivileged to those that don't know nothing about being underprivileged.
Okay.
But it's not, it can't be used as just a blanket excuse.
How?
That's just my opinion.
How?
It's just my opinion. That's all.
That's
So
like-
we give an opinion, right?
Okay, all right, that's like this, all right? I remember when y'all president, this man said, he came, I think he said he didn't have it a good life. He was saying something. He said his dad loaned him $1 billion to start his business. A small loan of $1 million. Pops, let me ask you this question right here. Do you have if I was to ask you right now, yo, Pops, could you give me $1 million right now?
Can you give me a small loan?
I can't give you $100, but that's neither here nor I'm kidding. That's neither here nor.
But like I say, that's a small loan of $1 million. Look how terrible Trump is. I mean, Trump is.
So here you are. You answering. You helping my case.
No, I'm not.
Because
if you taught at home to be racist, then what are you gonna learn?
He came from a long line of wealth that never had to worry about money.
But
he
racism.
Come from a long line of close family.
Okay.
And he's a jerk.
One thing though, he came from a long line. His dad. Let's not forget this. His dad led a race war in, I think, New York, if I'm not mistaken. He led a race fight in New York.
We know all about him.
So his dad's a rapist.
Point in bringing him up.
But in that same sense, we cannot. I don't like Trump at all. But Trump is a good businessman, correct?
He should have stayed in the line of business.
Of course.
He should have never took it to
Yeah,
politics.
Of course.
Just straight business. He
So
had
that's
a business plan for me.
same thing with Obama, right? Now I don't know too much about Obama Senior, but I know Obama Senior was a good dad, right? I think he was a good dad. I don't know. Hopefully he was.
Keith has a question.
What's up?
Let me ask you this: if both of you were in prison for 3 years, would you take any of their mannerisms while inside and adapt to fit in with the crowd?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
Oh yeah. Would I take that mannerisms? Yo, if you like Pop said, if you stick out like a sore thumb, what's gonna happen to you? They gonna be bidding on you in the shower. Yo, they gonna be bidding on you in the shower, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna take those mannerisms, but also I'm gonna still try to learn as much as I
What kind
can.
of mannerisms are you taking?
Oh,
That's why I didn't respond, because I need to know.
huh?
I need to know what you're.
Maybe.
Right. Well, if y'all talk about that, that stuff, I ain't trying to do nothing, pause like that. But I'll say, what is that?
My punch getting ready to get off.
Well, where you get that?
At,
That thing is a GMO.
Yeah, that is.
I know, but
Oh, he said he's mean being tough.
yeah, of course. I definitely get those. Yeah, because yo, if you not tough, you sitting around looking soft. Look at the show 6 Days In, the weird looking dude who's just standing off.
He got it going.
They think he's a snitch.
But the one who's standing off the most is have the least amount of problems.
No, not you.
Yes, he does. That weird one.
You talking about the black dude?
No. You said stand off. The standoffish one, the real goofy one that I didn't think was gonna make it.
Oh yeah, you haven't watched the new episode.
Oh, I haven't watched the new episode.
Oh yeah, you haven't
Okay,
watched
well,
the
I'll be
episode. So
quiet.
yeah.
Second time around. What's
Let's just say this. He better watch his back. Let's just say that. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, he trusts me.
Oh, he got so like yeah. I was
Sorry,
definitely-
we bringing y'all into family business now. I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's not family business. Pops just wrong, and everybody else thinks Pops is wrong.
Pops is wrong.
But nah, I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy these conversations.
I
I
tell you what.
Uh-oh.
Before we get off, let's take a vote.
Okay.
For all of y'all that's on here that shared this conversation with us, we ask that we just want to hear from you and want to know your vote.
And thanks for joining.
for all those that agree with Cam, give me a 1. And for all of those that agree with Pops, give me a 2.
Of course I don't agree with you, Pops.
No,
Yeah.
they have their opinion.
Because
and they're right to their opinion.
I'm defending the wrong, as people say. I'm defending the wrong people.
Well, go ahead, baby.
Yeah,
For those of you doing this argument, for those of you that agree with Cam,
wow.
okay, there's a 2.
Oh, y'all
There's
said
a
2? Where's the ones at?
There's a 2.
Yo, see, that's what
There's
y'all.
another 2. There's another 2.
Yo, you gotta think they're not 21 and under yet, yo. Y'all gotta think that's it.
What does age have?
Because everybody put 2, but they all know
They're
it
just
was that
giving
one.
their opinion,
No,
Cam.
it was that one person that was in their class that did not have that good parental, have good
Dude, Tail
role
says
models.
2.
Yo,
Oh, Keith.
thank you, Keith. Keith is a man of intelligence.
Keith agrees.
Ah,
Wait, what's the discussion?
it's
What
about
is me and Cam always debating about?
not besides basketball.
Yeah, leaving basketball out of it.
Oh,
I don't know.
About the argument of the product of the environment or self accountability.
Oh.
She said, "Oh,
Keith.
she don't want no part about that."
Keith's somebody that understands what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
All right.
I don't think that people have to be a product of their environment.
See, your own sister you said it was the age.
Think about your mentality. Because think about so many people that came from poverty that are wealthy now, and then
Then they
think
have
about
some-
the people who came from wealth and are bums.
Okay. All right.
So Tammy says 1 to a certain extent, but I agree with Pops.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, it is in
y'all
all
not.
of the conversations, I can say the more. So like that project, I was intrigued by how well he did, and not just the research that he did. It was an awesome project, and it really did. I can be honest, it didn't change my mind, my opinion, but it did open up my mindset. Gotta be honest.
Okay.
It opened up my mindset, which for that subject,
I'm
it
gonna
did a
come on
lot.
here and present it.
For that subject, it did a lot.
Yo, but all right. So look, okay. Let me just before I get off. Let me just explain this real fast. Okay. Let me explain this because
Cam, if you were 10, 11, 12 years old, no parents, no role models, not in school,
okay.
and you committed a murder, if me coming from my upbringing, we both are guilty, brother. And you gonna go down for the same thing just like I did.
Okay.
It's not gonna matter that, oh, well, he didn't have his parents wasn't around.
Okay.
He had to do what he had to do to survive.
Okay.
You have to have, it's still your choice. Just like it was my choice.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Now you just said
You stab, I shoot, it's still murder.
Whoa, okay. Well, all right. All right, so let me
I'm just saying.
Let me explain this to you, right? All right, so let's say
Keith said defense lawyers stand up. Yeah, you and Cam get together, put y'all defense attorneys LLC.
look. This all I gotta say is this right here, correct? This is what I gotta say. Did you just say flight team?
No.
I didn't say flight team stand up. I'm gonna say, yo, she's watching a lot of flight. All right, so let me explain this right here. Okay.
Can I answer Keith's question?
What's up?
He
Keith?
said, why does defense lawyers use the statistics as a debate? The reason why is because they're doing their job. And that is just the job to get them off. It's not about right or wrong.
Okay, all right.
It's not about, if I'm your attorney, I'm not going to get involved in whether or not I believe you did it. What my job is as your attorney is to figure out a loophole to get you off. You see the difference?
Hold on,
It's not really about right or wrong. What my job as your defense attorney is to present a case that will make you not guilty in the eyes of the law. We're just talking right or wrong.
Right.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
That's so okay. Going off what I'm saying, what Pops just said. I'm not saying that if you go out there and commit a murder, you're not guilty. I'm just saying if you go out there and commit a murder, you have to think. If you come from a certain background and certain people that you look, like I say, support is something. I remember I was in an Uber ride. I was probably coming home from a date or something. Now I remember I was going to some school. I forgot. And the Uber driver, he's like, do you know what's one of the most important things that you could have in your life? I was like, what? I'm like, role models? He was like, nah. And then I asked him, I said some other stuff. He was like, no, support. If you don't have the positive support around you, so let's just say, let's look at this, right? Let's say if you was say if you grew up in the projects, like the Cabrini Greens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You grew up in the Cabrini Greens. Like I say, I'm not saying that it's impossible for you to make it out without having a positive role model. I'm just saying it's less likely that you would. Well, not less likely. It's more harder that you will
Without a support system.
Without a positive support system, not just a positive support system. Where if you look at the basketball players, the football players, the politicians, anybody, huh?
It's single mom.
Kim Fox is state's attorney. And she grew up in Cabrini Green.
Yep. It's single moms doing it every day. But don't have no support system doing what they have to do. It's single moms doing it every day.
I'm not, hold on, okay.
They have to be. I think the way I feel, you have to want to make a better life for yourself. It has
but
to
if
be
you don't
instilled.
know, instilled. Thank you.
You can have
you just helped me instill.
You can have all the role models.
Right.
If you are a follower, then that's what's gonna happen.
But key
it
word,
has to be
instilled.
But
that's me. That's talk, correct?
It's self-taught. It's people. Okay, let's use Coco Chanel for example.
What's that?
The woman who created Chanel.
Oh, I thought that was a drug dealer. My bad.
Okay, she said Coco Chanel.
So she came from a really unfortunate background. I believe she was an orphan and everything. She was young.
All right.
And she wanted a better life for herself.
Right.
So she went and she studied wealthy people until she was able to rub elbows with them, and she made a name for herself.
Right.
It's all about what you want in life.
But how often are people granted that access to, like, not granted the access?
You gotta go get it.
You gotta go get it.
She was
but that's a story 1 in a million. That's not.
No.
That's not a typical. No, that's not a typical story.
It's not talked about. I think it's more successful people that come out of the project than you will probably ever know.
But they have to have somebody. They have to have somebody.
A lot of people are embarrassed of their background. A lot of people don't.
You have to have found somebody that's there. You know, you have to. Like I say, I don't know one person. I mean, that's me personally. I know 2 people. No, 1 who's kind of doing well for herself, kind of not. But you sit there. If there's only positive guys that you see in around the town, like around where you stay in your neighborhood, if they're all drug dealers, what is the 10 times out of 10 you're gonna probably be? If you're not going to school, if your mama's not instilling the positive values,
it depends on the mind of the person.
It does.
No, it does. You're a part. Okay.
Mom just said, if you are a follower, then that's what you're gonna do.
But if you're not taught to be a leader, what are you supposed to be taught? How do you gonna learn?
It's a little bit different.
I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. I'm saying past tense, not this. I'm saying like not this generation. Like this generation has no excuse. But we're talking about when they were growing up or the generation under them. If there's no social media around. There's no basketball every day on TV. So I could go right now if I want to look up something Malcolm X has said, something Warren Buffett has said, something that Martin Luther King has said. I can look that up right now. But the generations after you guys were born and you guys' generation even before you guys were born, if that stuff that's not instilled into you, like I say, having a positive figure at home.
That's still not
having a positive figure at school. If you're not, like I said, if you wasn't forcing us to go to school, where am I supposed to, I'm not gonna learn from the professors because if I'm not being forced to go to school.
Can I say something?
What you gotta say?
Okay, so think about a lot of the people that we have talked about throughout history.
Right.
That they decided to make an impact because it was what they wanted to do.
Right.
Everybody in their time was saying, no, you can't do this. No, it's always gonna be segregated. No, this is how it's gonna be. And people decided no.
But they had to have somebody positive around them.
No, they didn't.
Martin Luther King had Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X.
Because people do stuff on their own.
That's facts, but you have to change.
When they decided to say certain things, they were able to convince other people around them, like, yeah, I've been wanting to make changes.
That's coming from your sister.
So it was nobody.
But somebody have to change that mindset.
Hey, Jimmy.
Somebody have to change that. Hey, Jimmy. Somebody have to change that. Somebody has. So you have to view somebody positive for that to change into you.
No, they want. It was. Okay.
Hey, Ash got the scoop. Okay. Sorry, I'm just speaking. I ain't not cutting you off. I'm just speaking.
Think about.
Well, you said 10%. What should we do? We want to get the what's name? Our chargers full.
I don't know. We can try.
Could you get the charger? If it cuts off, we're sorry.
Sorry, our battery is a little low. We all here kind of going back and forth.
But like I'm saying, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's impossible for you to make it out of the struggle if you don't have a positive. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying that story isn't.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm gonna need a cord. I need an actual iPhone cord.
But that's
mine is over there by the desk.
But that story is not that story is not as easy as you guys are making it seem. That's not easy at all.
It's not, but people, when they want to do something, they make a way to do it.
So, okay, Key, can I ask you a question, right?
Sure, Cameron.
The ones that went to jail, right? The ones that went to jail, when they come out, they speak, you know, they always...
Please.
Oh.
Into the phone.
The ones that when they get out of jail, they always speak and they always talk, you know, doing good things, right? Like, they say, like, man, when I was younger, I wasn't taught this or that. When they get out of jail, what is the main thing? Once they get out of jail from doing like a good 5-year, 10-year sentence, they learn a lot of information. Then what do? They go in their community. Some of them go in their communities and impact it. Some go back to what they used to do.
But some of them, if they were honest, they would tell, you know what, somebody was trying to talk to me and I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And ended up having to face the consequences.
Or even if they didn't have anybody telling, they still knew, but still made the decision to do what they knew that they shouldn't have in the first place. I mean, there's stories I can give you of myself that you would stand by to say it was instilled in me, but still as a kid, as a younger child, my mom was really sick on and off, in the hospital a lot. My dad wasn't at home. I'm 6th, 7th, and 8th grade waking myself up for school. My sisters wasn't gonna get up and do it. I could have went a whole 6 months without going to school, and nobody wouldn't have never known.
Okay.
I got my butt up and went every day because it's what I wanted to do.
But wasn't that instilled into you as a kid?
At 5th and 6th grade, who's thinking about what's being instilled?
And that's the same
It's
thing
still
with
it would still be a decision.
Y'all would be going to school.
But
It would still be a decision.
But that's because I ain't gonna lie. I never want to disappoint mom. Same thing, you never want to disappoint your parents, right?
Right.
Same thing. That means that they've instilled in you the do right.
But you still made the decision at the end of the day, son. You still made the
But
decision.
if nobody's teaching you how to do right at home, how can you know the right decision?
Okay, I get what
You
you're
should
saying.
become a mentor, so you can hear some of the stories, so you can hear.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do my mentor.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is gonna go on. I'm telling you, and it's not gonna stop.
I feel like he's doing it on
His
purpose.
passion,
He's doing
no,
nothing wrong.
his
what are you talking
passion,
about?
his passion for somebody that may not have somebody to look up to, or have somebody to talk to, or somebody positive. His passion for that is through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
This is not something that he just throwing offside his head. His passion for that is through the roof. And the only thing that I would want to make sure that he drives home in his head first, so that he can cascade it out, is the balance of it all. Yes, of course, those things are a contributing factor, but you cannot negate the fact of self-responsibility, because you don't want somebody thinking, oh, well, man, I ain't had no role model, so that's why I stuck up the store. I ain't had nothing else to do. No, bruh.
It's
No.
about being accountable.
That's all. There's a balance. So take that passion and help those that want to be helped through it.
Okay.
Give them that positive side that they need to see. But you can't make excuses for them.
I can ask you a question, right?
You can't make
Like
excuses for them.
I'm saying my point on this is, as you grow as a person, then you learn that self accountability. Whereas I was taught younger, but if I wasn't, like I said, if the only dudes that I know, if you wasn't here, mom was out there, it was a strip or something, right?
Right.
Mom was out there
Mom
doing
out there,
stripping,
and she don't want to let the pole go.
Key dating a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? Only dudes that I see is out there like, yo, hey, I got 2 for 5, 2 for 5s. What am I going and like I say, mom's doing what she do, and mom isn't.
Sounds like you got a choice to make.
How am I supposed to know?
Sounds like you got a
How am I
choice to
supposed to know
make.
how to make the right choice?
Because you know that if you
Oh my God!
because you have to think about the what'll happen if you get caught.
What? If I don't, if mom doesn't, like I said, if it's not taught at
do
home,
something
if
illegal,
it's not
you
taught at
can go
home,
to jail, right?
If it's not
Everybody know
taught, if
that.
it's not taught at home,
That has to
or
be instilled.
if I'm not forced to go to school, oh my bad. If it's not
That's
taught
his
at home,
passion coming out.
if it's not taught at home, or if it's not taught, if I'm not going to school because I'm not forced to go to school, because you guys, mom, you told me we had to go to school, correct? Your parents told you had to go to school, correct? Even though you say, you know, your mom was sick, you still knew in your head that, okay, I got to go to school because I don't want to.
Does it have to be instilled in somebody that if they rob somebody, they could go to jail? Does that have to be instilled?
I believe
I'm
yes.
asking you.
No.
You
Yes.
believe yes?
Yes, because
If you,
I ain't gonna
if
lie. I
you snatch
remember.
a lady purse and they catch you, you could go to jail. That you don't. That has to be instilled.
Yes, you have to be taught that if you do wrong in the world, then you're gonna have consequences. That's not good, huh?
That's not necessarily.
How?
Because people have to learn how to figure stuff out on their own.
Okay, look at the Beyond Scared Straight. That's a good example. Beyond Scared Straight. Those kids, they might know that you could go to jail. You could get killed or this, that.
No, they know.
But
They
if
just don't care, and even not caring is a choice.
But then if you see, once they're able to see, like, oh man, this where I can end up. Once they get that realization, like, man, this is where I can end up. I ain't trying to go to jail. What do? I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them, they change their past and they go back to the the positive side.
They are fully aware that they can go to jail, but them not experiencing it like that is what changed their mind. Like, oh, I thought I was bad. I'm actually not.
Right.
I'm going to get myself together.
So Keith has a question. Why do kids join gangs? It's all about belonging.
Yeah.
It's about, I feel like, belonging.
Feeling some kind of void, be it if it's a parent or.
Oh my God!
No, I'm saying he asked the question and I'm answering it the truth.
You just said what I just said.
But that doesn't mean that but how many people? I mean, you could take me for an example, Cam.
Right.
You could take me for an example.
Right.
Yes, my parents were still alive, but my mom was sick all the time. My dad had to work to offset, and when he wasn't, he was at the hospital.
Right.
I was by myself a lot.
Right. Yeah.
It's still a choice.
It's still
Keyword.
Yeah, he would have been the perfect person to join him.
Right. I'm mama's boy.
Right.
And my mom is just really, really, really ill.
Okay.
Dad is taking care of her and working, taking care of the house. And then when he wasn't at work, at the hospital, he was asleep. I had all the free time in the world.
Okay, that's true.
It was a choice.
Right. Okay.
And I can tell you, not once did we had him, oh, you don't join no gang conversation.
Right.
Stuff like that didn't come up. So
That was something that
would
was
you say
instilled
that what was instilled?
You was instilled to learn what's right from wrong, correct? You instilled what's right from wrong, right?
I guess we just gonna keep on.
Yo, there's gonna be a debate.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mercedes said some join because they want that feeling of being needed and wanted, and some just like the pure thrill of doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Mercedes, and that's a choice.
And I
That's-
agree with yours.
Yes, Mercedes, that's the truth. Look at the Catch Me Outside girl before the fame. Who was that?
Danielle Bergoli.
Tell me about that. I don't know who that is.
Bad baby. The one that was like, she was on Dr. Phil. She was basically disrespecting her mom, all that. And she was just like cursing her mom out. It was just like a regular.
A record deal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ma, let me fight you a little bit.
I fight back.
Yeah.
But okay, you gotta think that's not. I mean, that's nowadays. We're talking about that's nowadays parenting. Her mom was.
Like, I get what you're saying, but I guess the people you're trying to defend are the ones that don't have it in them to make their own decisions.
Okay.
He want to be the voice for who he feels is just vulnerable to the situation or the circumstance.
Because
He wants to be that voice.
not everything, the stuff that you know, was everything taught to you, or did you have it in your own mind? You know what, I'm interested in this. This is what I want. Did somebody have to tell you what career that you wanted, that you're interested in? That was something that you seek out for yourself.
Okay, can I explain that?
So
Okay.
Mercedes says this. She said, I didn't have parents growing up, so I had no one to teach me, but I still had a choice to become the best that I could be.
Okay.
And that's all that I'm saying. I'm not taking away from the truth of it being a difference from certain circumstances. I just personally don't feel that it's just a flat out foundational excuse to excuse to any kind of wrongdoing or anything. Well, you know, it's because didn't nobody tell me that was wrong. Or did nobody instill in me that I shouldn't do that?
All right, can I ask Mercedes? Can I ask you a question? Just one question. So if you say you didn't have parents, I'm sorry to hear that. But did you have somebody who taught you like, okay, you know what, you should do this instead of that? I'm one of those people, I feel like, dang, I'm sounding like Wale a little bit. I'm saying this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't hold yourself accountable to certain things, but I'm just saying, whereas somebody like me, Pops, or anybody that was raised in a 2-parent home, or even if you was raised in a 2-parent home, if you was raised by a strong role model.
Yeah, there's single mom
because it could
doing
be,
the thing.
you could be, your parents could be terrible, but your siblings is the one that hold you, you know what I'm saying, hold you out. With that being said, with that statement right there, I'm not saying that you don't have you like if you come from a bad past that you won't. If you come from a bad past that you don't hold yourself accountable, that you shouldn't hold yourself accountable. I'm saying that, whereas while I was taught certain things and while I was taught at an early age to hold myself accountable for certain things and not to make excuses for certain things, if I'm not taught that at home. If I'm not taught that at home, if I'm not taught that by somebody that's positive, and the only thing that I see is like negativity around me, how am I supposed to know what's wrong and what's right? How am I supposed to know that? Like, what if I'm one of those people like look, if you look at Boys in the Hood is a great example. Cuba Gooding Jr. character, I don't know his name. I think was it Radio or something? Or John?
No,
it was something like that.
Bim what's up, family?
Yo, what's up, Eminem?
What's up, family?
Yo. So you sit there, like I said, you sit there. If, like I say, Boys in the Hood, they didn't have. If you look at their mom was not the best mom. You know what I'm saying? Their mom was looking for Ricky for them to get out the hood, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas Cuban Gooding Jr. character, he had a strong dad and a strong. I don't know, really strong mom. I don't really know. She was okay. She was strong.
She couldn't raise a man, so she said.
Okay. So he had a strong mom and a strong dad. But if you can see the influence, like I said, he's been gullible. That's what I'm saying. Even though you can have a strong parent background, but if you're not teaching your kids like, man, little whoop whoop from up the street, he's not good to be around.
Whoop whoop.
Man, you know what I'm saying? If you teach him he's not good to be around, and they're not listening, like I say, they're not holding yourself to self-accountability because that's what you were taught, like right from wrong. But if you're not taught that, if you taught like, man, yo, if you get this, if you make $150 a day, if you get this pack off, you're not being taught like how to hold yourself accountable. And you're not being taught the positive way of living. If you get what I'm saying, my mind was just going off so many things like that. You're not being taught how to be an upstanding citizen. You're not taught that. You're being taught on how I'm going to live, especially if you don't have the positive role models behind you. Man,
I understand that, Cam.
Hey, Tasha Time. Thank you. Tasha Time, I understand Cam's point. Thank you so much. Jesus.
So
right.
to the point. Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, since we want to talk about influence, this is going to go into something else. Why is it that certain things are promoted in the hip-hop industry the way it is if you feel like that can have a negative effect on the youth? Therefore,
She not allowed to disagree.
I'm just
You talking about to disagree?
But you're somebody that loves hip-hop. But you're talking about, like, what's the point of having these kids be mentored, but also still playing this garbage to them?
Okay.
Well, why? Because,
Okay.
I mean, there's little girls that want to now be strippers, and nobody wants to be a doctor. Everybody wants to be a stripper, entertainer, whatever.
Okay. To explain your point right there, right, T?
Why still support it?
To explain your point right there. Why do you still support hip-hop?
Yeah, because it's like, when these rappers and everything talk about getting cash and living this lifestyle, but nobody's making opportunities for kids, everyone's trying to get a quick fix. Therefore, the crime rate is still going to go up because people are going to still, they don't have any.
Okay.
Nobody's talking about education.
They do talk about education. Okay. I mean,
they're not rapping about college nowadays.
No,
I mean, they are. They are.
So, explain.
Okay, so let me explain that. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say this. as a lot of people that I grew up with, they listen to that type of music. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to that music too, but I was also.
Say what?
I ain't gonna lie, I listen to one of my favorite rappers is Too Short. I listen to a lot of Too Short. I listen to a lot of that type of music. But again, I say I was influenced enough to know, like, okay, I could, like I said, I love country, I love EDM, I love. You can put me in a room with a bunch of group.
He listen to every.
You
kind
can put
of
me. I promise you can put me in a group in a group with a bunch of dudes that listen, a bunch of women and dudes that listen to a different type of music, and I bet you I can know everything that they talk about.
But Cameron, that's so weird because like what you're saying, okay, you have it in you to make your own decisions because you have talked about this being teased because other kids would be like, you listen to country,
Yeah.
you listen to this. I only listen to R&B and hip hop. You'll be teased by other black kids about listening to different things.
Right.
But you kept doing it because it was something that you wanted to do. You have to actively make decisions and stand on it.
But that was something that mom has always taught me to be. If it's something that you like, stand up for what you like.
But okay, so I'm not.
Mom has always taught us to be a leader, correct?
Yes.
his point, Key, and always be his point and always be is saying that without the proper guidance, some kind of role model or some kind of influence,
Now I get that.
it
But
makes
why?
that determines
So,
an outcome. But I have always said to him, what about the ones that's had the role models and they've had the money isn't an issue?
But
and
that's
all
why
that.
that's
How
where
do
you
they
go.
turn-
back to what you just said. Why still support something that's toxic for those people that can't think?
Why still support it?
Yeah, why still support it? Why still promote it? Because there's a lot of people with your same argument.
Right.
There's people that don't know this, there's people that don't know this, but then they'll still support things that don't help people.
And that's true. All rappers can't be generalized into promoting stripping. That is true.
Well,
There's
yeah,
a lot of,
obviously,
there's a ton,
I
yeah,
know
there's
that
a,
Lupe
there's a
Fiasco,
ton of
but the majority of them,
age.
it's very toxic music, guys.
That's I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying
Now
that.
that's something kids passionate about. The toxic, the ones that are.
You say why
That's
still
just
support
putting it
it?
out there that way.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. With me, if I'm studying, I can't listen to no opera. I can't listen to no I love the sky because it's great. No, I gotta listen to some shorty fat, she cute and all that. That's the music that if I'm getting ready for a test, that's the music that gets me hyped. That's the music that. So I don't use it to listen. I mean, I listen to the lyrics sometimes, like 6ix9ine. I love the 6ix9ine music, but I'm not sitting out there like driving out there like yo snap. 6ix9ine say pull up with the blicky. I'm out there looking at dudes driving past and shoot at them. No, like I say, you have to have that. You have to have that person that you have to have a positive person that tells you like right from wrong.
Okay, so my argument is why isn't there more positivity?
Good night, Wanda.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging with us, Wanda. We appreciate it. Sorry for the dysfunction tonight. Y'all helping us through it.
Yeah.
But why not have more positive music promoted, especially to the youth?
I mean, nowadays these kids listen to Taylor Swift.
No, they don't.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie,
I'll be
yes.
honest.
Good night. Good night, Tosh.
Good night, Tosh. Love you, yo.
Good night. I like Cardi B's music, but if I had a child, I would not want my child listening to
Of course not.
Cardi B.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Because I'm grown and I had things instilled in me.
Right?
Like
Key word, you said it was instilled into you.
Yes, I get it. But if you know the power of influence, I didn't change the argument. If you know the power of influence, why still promote certain things
Well, I still.
when it can be detrimental to others?
Wait, are you? Because I don't promote it. I don't.
I know, but like, I'm just asking a question. Since black people. let's talk about this.
Because
Oh,
if that's what's selling.
If that's what's selling,
If that's what's selling.
so
I can't be the voice for other billions of people. I can't be the voice for them.
If
What
you-
am I supposed to say?
okay. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work tomorrow.
If you spent 3 years in a insane asylum, would you come out a little more insane yourself?
Yes.
If you spent 3 years in
insane asylum.
I don't know, probably.
I think so. They'll probably.
Because Key, to be honest, nowadays sex, money, and drugs sells, believe it or not, and it's sad to say.
It is.
Mm.
But it's just, I don't challenging Cameron.
You're not challenging me, because I'm telling you the debate.
I am. I'm challenging you because you're so passionate about this kind of thing. What you're saying is that if people don't have things instilled in them, then it's more likely for them to turn out a certain way. Mm-hmm. But we all know how influential.
Good night, Barbara.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging with us.
We all know how powerful, social media is and everything. Like, why aren't there more people talking about that? Because a lot of times when people don't have role models, they look to what's on TV. They look for people that look just like them to inspire them. Are there more doctors?
Mercedes said, just because I wasn't told or taught doesn't mean I'm allowed to do wrong and it makes it acceptable.
Yep.
That's the only thing that I've been saying in this whole debate. I can't take away from the fact that to Cam's point, it causes a difference when, circumstances, your home, your upbringing. Yes, those are contributing factors. And there's not anyone that can't agree with that. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I've said and as passionate as he is about this subject is to make sure you find that balance and not excuse away the wrongdoing because of the circumstance. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all. That's it. That's all. I can't take away from any of those things at all, and it's real. Mm-hmm. It's real and it's true. But you can't. You can't just say, okay, well it's okay. It's okay because you didn't have the right role model. You can't do that.
Oh no.
You can't.
I'm not saying that it's right, but if you don't have, there's gonna be a debate. We're gonna talk about time.
I'm not talking about it.
We're gonna leave this alone, y'all, because all of the batteries are gonna be dead, and we still gonna be but it's not gonna stop.
We literally went back and forth with this argument. You remember that?
Which time?
Like, I'm not going to. People have to learn how to hold themselves accountable.
Sure, Lisa, you can really only give your kids scruples, right, wrong, instill integrity, but it's up to the child to learn the right way to live, and that's it. That's all. Cam can have all of the role models that he wants. He can have all of the positive influences. He can both parent home. He got all kind of uncles and brothers and all kind of. But if Cam does not decide to in every moment do the right thing, no matter what's instilled, it's on him to go out and do that. But it's on him to go out.
Into me.
But you still have to make the decision for you.
If it's not instilled into others,
you still have to make the decision for you, right?
I'm gonna fight you.
But if it's not, okay.
Cam, you know what? He said, look at Cam's face.
What's on my face?
The face you making. Keith said Cam should be a youth counselor. You know what? I've told him that all the time.
I love the youth.
Oh, man.
But not like, I love them to an extent, okay?
Just because we're not taught doesn't mean we're not accountable. That's all.
How? Okay.
That's
Yes.
I'm through with this. I'm through with this statement. I'm through with this. How can I be accountable if I don't know the right from wrong? If I'm gonna race around nothing but dudes that do wrong, and I don't have nobody at home who's there to tell me like, yo,
Keith said you don't have no excuse.
How?
Okay.
Wait, I don't have an excuse.
Okay. I got the people that still make a way for themselves, even when they don't have.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's not as likely as you guys are making it seem that it can happen. That's not that possible at all. Because if it was that bottles, man, it wouldn't be as many dudes getting locked up for drug charges or murder charges or assault charges or robbery charges or battery charges if it was that easy. It's not that easy at all. It's not that easy.
Okay, so.
Oh, okay, thank you. Got speechless. That's how you do it, yo. They can come closer than close.
Just wear them down.
Yes.
Y'all notice Y'all notice I tapped Key in for her to take the battle because it's just gonna keep going. It's just going back and forth. We gotta work tomorrow. We can't sit here all night.
Yo, I definitely gotta go to class and work tomorrow. Yo, so all right, good night.
You said you shut it down, Cam.
I know, yo, I had to top him out, shut him down. You did, yo, I had to do it, man. I had to do it to him. Yo,
We appreciate y'all for
I can't do it anymore.
So Cam, let me ask you this.
oh God.
So you will blame your peers for your wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say? You're a follower? Because I know you know right from wrong.
Wait, hold on. Hey, first of all, again, I say if I was about that, right? That's when I think the self-accountability comes into play because I was raised in a two-parent household. I have other people that was around me that were really smart, influential people. So then that's where self-accountability comes in. That's when also being not gullible comes into play. If I'm not taught that at home, and if I'm not taught that at school, because I'm not being, like I say, the foundation starts at home. School it comes in, but foundation, and I mean the first through fifth grade years, those are important years, but those are not important as when you come sixth, seventh, and eighth grade years, because those years are the years where you really become the person that you are not destined to be, but the person that you will most likely be in life, correct? Because that's the year that you're growing. That's the year that you're going through puberty. That's the year that you're most influential. Those are the years that you can be influenced the most. So those are the years that if you're not being forced to go to school, if somebody's not telling you like, man, and if I wasn't taught instilled that as a kid, and if I'm not playing sports, if only guys that I'm seeing is a bat, like the dope dudes around the town, or the dudes that's doing wrong, or the dudes that's doing whatever, how am I supposed to hold myself to, how am I supposed to know self-accountability? Again, if I'm not being taught that at home. Like I say, home is the foundation for everything, right? Because if you come from a bad home, you come from a home that's not there, and you don't have any positive role models around you, if you don't have anybody around you, no teachers that's there that care for you, how you gonna know what's right from wrong? Same thing if you come from a two-parent household. That's what you. If you come from a strong two-parent household, because coming from a two-parent household doesn't mean that you're going to have strong parents. If you come from a strong two-parent household and you're not, oh God. If you come from a strong two-parent household, I'm not out of breath, but
He's passionate. Woo!
yo, this is a passion of mine, yo.
It is.
Yo, I'm gonna just say that, yo. I'm right. I think I won.
He said, "I'm just saying this. I'm right."
And then
Shirley said, "If you're going to school and going to church, you have to learn something. It's up to you." Mercedes said, "Okay, I hear you, Cam."
Thank you.
Keith says, "Great topic today and great looking food. Thank you." Shirley said, "During those years, Cam, you must have made the right choices. Who did you listen or who you listened to?"
Okay.
Touchdown said, "What Cam is trying to say is, if you were raised from a pack of wolves, how can you expect a kid to eat with a fork?"
See,
Touchdown
thank you.
said, "Okay, I'm out for real now."
Golly, I didn't explain it the right way, but yeah, thank you so much, Tosh.
Mercedes said, "I think you just
Christ.
learn in life what's right from wrong. Some do and some don't."
Of course.
Everybody be accountable. I'm out.
Keith said, "Everybody be accountable." She out.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, thank y'all for
Thank y'all
for
man.
having this topic. You know, it's one of those things. It should be talked about more. I know it did get a little, not heated, but it's passionate.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he strongly feels what he feels, and I would never, nobody would ever push him off from that, because to a lot of degree he has some valid points. I firmly stand on though. That I don't want him to get so caught up in making the debate and making the argument for those circumstances totally taking away self-accountability. I just can't see it. That's just me. That's just me. That's just my thought, y'all, and that's it. That's all. Thanks, Mercedes. We appreciate you for joining all those that participated. We appreciate you. Those just listening in. Rose said, "Cam, so what is your theory when you see someone going the wrong direction? What's your theory?"
What's my theory? When I see someone going in the wrong direction, and okay, my theory is, if you see somebody going the wrong direction, that's where I'm better with the example. Say if I was a coach and I see a kid that has all the potential in the world going in the wrong direction, hanging out with people that I know that it's not good for them, that's not going to be good for them as a person. I, as that coach, am obligated to not obligated, but I feel like I have to be that person that steer that kid in that right direction. I have to be that for that kid. So that is my view upon that. Oh, God.
What?
Keith says, thank you for respecting his opinion. You know what, of course, it's not. So in this one is, you know, and I shared this with him and I'll share it again. It made, so of course I'm aware of it. I gotta say, doing that project and all of these debates, it has given me more of an open mind in having these conversations. Having that open mind, having said that though, I don't know. I just want to make sure that he gives the same respect to listening to my viewpoint as I do him. That's all. And just think about it. Think about it and pray about it first. And whatever he's led to do, I trust God in it. And that's it. That's all. And now I'm going to bed.
Yes.
Good night, family. I'm up way past my bedtime. Okay, Cam. I hear, but Cam, please listen to Pops, because thanks for this video tonight. If I'm late for work, I'm gonna blame Key Cam and Pops. We love you, Tammy. We gonna let y'all get to bed. Thank y'all for being a part of our family debate. This is the first time that it's been done on camera, but it happens all the time. Oh my goodness.
Oh, every day, just about. Love you guys
Aw,
so much.
Delia Campbell. Hey,
Oh,
says
hey.
good night. Well,
Oh,
hello
hey.
and good night. Thank y'all for joining. Please hit the like button for us. We appreciate it. That has helped us out a lot. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And we will see you all. Do tell Miss Thing. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Mercedes, thank you. We love you. And we will see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Our upload will be tomorrow evening.
Yes.
Be a premiere. Please join if you can. Love and blessings to you and your family, and we will see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.
Adios, amigos.
Night.
Yeah, I'm right.
Cam, you're still.